Hey everybody, Dauntless here, and let's play a little bit more Gold Rush. Now this time, I am going to be playing the Anniversary Edition. The Anniversary Edition was released actually not too long ago. I'm not sure exactly when, but it has updated graphics, it has voiceover. When they say updated graphics, I mean they turned it into more of a 3D visual thing. But I've played this a little bit before. And I wanted to show you guys what it looks like, because I know I mentioned it a few times in the playthrough of Gold Rush Classic. So, let's take a look, and I will kind of talk about it a bit. Sunlight Games is proud to present
The Life and Times of a Great American Hero. A young, ambitious city slicker, born and raised in urban America. Quite frankly, he's perfectly prim and proper, caught in the trap of 9 to 5. Is this all life has to offer? There has to be more. This man is ready for action. As of this moment, no longer will he accept only dreaming of adventure.
Okay, so they made him more worried about the fire. Okay, there's some things they obviously have done differently. And the other one, he just had a fit because he couldn't make the fire. I'm waiting for the bass to kick in. Well, or not. Alright, let's start this new game out. Yes, I actually have played this, so I know it. I kind of understand what I'm doing.
Although it's not the busiest street in town, it isn't called Main Street for nothing.
He reminds me of the narrator from Warcraft 3, when you're doing the tutorial.
You try to open the gate, but discover it is locked.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You had to unlock everything. Yeah, because I want to do that. I don't need to talk to the real estate guy just yet. Let's see. Alright. So I'm going to be playing this exactly the same way I did when I was, when I played through it in Classic. That way I can kind of compare the two.
You carefully remove the family photo from the album. Memories, memories, memories. Every time you look at this album, it brings back memories. The album begins with a painting of your father and his best man, Mr. Quayle, the bank president, shaking hands after the wedding. You can't help but remember the help Mr. Quayle was during the years after your parents' death. He raised you and your brother Jake until you could live on your own. Here's a painting of your older brother Jake when he was just a baby. You often think of Jake, wondering where he is and what he's doing. And just across the page is a painting of you. You must have been about 18 months old. The family photo that was once here is now carefully placed in your pocket.
Okay. This guy's definitely got a more relaxed tone to his voice.
You retrieve the crumpled bank statement from between the slats of the roll-top desk. It is my handwritten quarterly statement from the Brooklyn Bank. On the date of this statement, the balance of my account number 2371, was $200.
On the date of the statement. That's an interesting way to put it.
This photo brings back many family memories.
Okay, and that's all I needed in here. And I'm going to play this the exact same way, because you might remember I didn't sell my house just yet. I actually, I kind of went about it in a way that basically made it so I didn't have to, oh, nice garden shears, dude. Well, get out of my way.
You remember playing around the gazebo as a child. You would lose your candy through the wide cracks in the gazebo floor. You see the sparkle of something shiny. Ah, yes. A closer look reveals a gold coin under the gazebo. You stretch your arm as far as humanly possible. The gold coin is almost beyond your reach, but finally you're able to grasp it.
I wonder if it'll dock me a lot of points if I accidentally step on the grass too much. Yeah, his narration is definitely very
You pick
relaxed.
a few flowers, but not too many, so that others may also enjoy them.
I'm trying to figure out what it is about these graphics that I'm just not enjoying as much. I don't know what it is, but I still think the EGA graphics just pop a little bit more. There's something about the way everything looks, the colors and everything. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some good colors here. I like the greens are really nice, the way it looks, but there's something about it that just isn't clicking as much. And this is something I mentioned, you might remember, in the other one. It just seems like everything's a little more fleshed out. In loving memory of Martha Wilson, 1839, age 31. May she rest in peace, survived by her sons, Jake and Jared. In respect to our father, Marshall Wilson, taken away 1839, age 33. A man whose steps are worthy to walk in. This great name to be carried on by Jake and Jared. Okay.
When you visit your parents' graves, you bring a bouquet of flowers in their memory. It was a dark, damp, dreary, cold, rainy, windy winter night many years ago that your mother and father were suddenly taken in an unfortunate horse-drawn buggy accident. How quickly and tragically they were taken. You never have, most likely never will, understood why.
Okay. And there is quick travel in this game, but we'll see how much I start relying on that. Okay, was there anything else I did? No, there wasn't. I went into the post office next. And there's no letter. Okay, so let's go check the economy. Oh, that's right. I did check the economy first, so let's go do that. I mean, this is obviously a little more like a fan-made game. The 3D graphics, I mean, everybody's just a little bit rigid. Oh, and then I look over here. That's okay. All right, let's go do all that.
Good day, Mr. Wilson. Are you ready for today's economy update?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
Wow,
The
he was
Brooklyn
excited
economy
about
is
that.
strong. Property is holding its value. If nothing out of the ordinary happens, this will continue. However, there have
He
been
sounds like
rumors
he's just
of the
really trying to
discovery of
sound
gold in
like, you know, an
California.
Italian
If there is any truth to
mobster.
these rumors, it could have a profound effect on the local economy.
Don't, yeah, it could have a profound effect on the local economy. Woof.
You don't need the clippings. You read them so often.
Yeah, okay.
These clippings are very important to you. You find yourself reading them often, wondering where your brother is and what he's doing. These clippings describe the complicated episode of your only brother, Jake. Jake was falsely accused of a crime he didn't commit. Although Jake was promised a fair trial, the townspeople weren't interested in justice. The result would have been a foregone conclusion. Jake's only alternative was to leave town and never come back. When he left Brooklyn, you wanted to go with him. Jake told you to stay because it may be dangerous, but he did promise that he would contact you if something important happened. He left 11 years ago, and you haven't heard from him since.
Okay. So now... Okay, whoop. That was the quick travel I told you about, being a little too overzealous. And still no letter. Okay. Let's go look at the poster. I don't have any reason to withdraw my savings right now, so I would have no reason to do anything there. Bound for California, the NY. Let's see if we can do it like our guy in the building. Bound for California, the New York-built streamer Seafarer now has all her cargo engaged and will have a prompt dispatch. Buy ticket from Leonard at 12 Front Street. It's it sounds like Christopher Walken. I still think it sounds. What was that?
The bank.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, I still think it sounds desperately like the guy's trying to be Italian or New Yorker or something. Okay, you know, you could just move out of my way. Is the letter here yet? Because there's no reason to start anything. I'm not going to go sell my house and everything until I get the letter. Okay, is there anything else I can waste time on that would not be as a direct result of finding out that I'm heading out to California? I can't think of anything. Like, let's just pretend I'm going grocery shopping. And I can't spend too much. It's $850 for the house, $200, so I do have to. I'm gonna get fruit because I know I can buy that. And oh, sorry.
I think I want to buy some fruits.
Very well, sir.
This guy's just so
I see that your account has
excited.
A balance. I'll put that on your account.
I'm like,
Yes?
oh,
I've heard rumors about gold in California. I figured since you work at a newspaper office, you might know if it was true.
At this time, the rumors are just that. Rumors.
That's what I thought. But if they're true, and I hope they are, I'd be on my way today.
well, I'm glad you would be, but I don't see any reason for me to be heading over there right now. I'm a banker. It looks like I got a good house and everything. Like, gold is good, but I'm already set up. Now, if there were a letter that were to show up, I'm going to start quick traveling because nope, still no letter. Well, maybe they don't have it show up the same way.
What can I do for you?
Woof, that was an attempt at an old man voice.
Could you please check my mailbox for me?
Let me check. I'll be right back. Nothing in your mailbox, Jared. You have been checking your mailbox every day for the last 11 years, hoping to hear from Jake. I'm really sorry, Jared. There's still no word. I know how close the two of you were.
Thanks for checking. I hope I hear from Jake someday.
Good God, is that really their voice acting? Like, I'm sorry, but it just sounds so forced. I hope I hear from Jake someday. Jiminy crickets. I don't know what else to do. No letter. If I wait too long, the gold rush will start, and I'll end up basically having... Okay, I'm going to have to start doing stuff. Because if I wait too long, then gold rush starts, tickets will be too expensive. I'm going to do this one more time, and then I'm emptying my account and starting to run this all through. And I know that the timer is still in this one. Okay. Still no letter. I don't know what they're...
You are...
Yeah, I got it. I'm outside the bank. Oh, okay. Just walk up to it? Alright. Some of these doors you actually have to use your hand, and others are different. Some of them you can just... Some of them you can just walk up to, apparently.
How may I help you?
I want to get my savings.
I want to get my savings, please.
Okay, Jared. What is your account number?
My account is number 2371.
Your account balance is $200. Just one moment. I'll get your money for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good Lord. Could that sound any more robotic? You have an
Here's
account
your
balance.
$200, sir.
Here is your $200,
welcome.
sir.
I gotta go.
See ya. It's almost like this was made with the same enthusiasm as a Power Rangers episode, where everything just sounds like it's the greatest thing ever. With him, anyway. With this version of Jared, it's like everything he says comes out like it's the most radical thing ever. Let's go quit my job. I'm wondering how long it'll take for this thing to finally get that letter to show up, because I've done everything else. I mean, I can't... And if you look at the original, the letter was there by now. Alright. I wonder if this guy goes to sleep.
Hi, how are you?
You are a very ambitious young man, Jared. You are going to go places in this company.
I think I asked how you were. Okay.
Hi, I have to quit my job. I want to search for my brother.
Jeez.
You're one of the best. But a man has to do what a man has to do. I wish you the very best, Jared. We'll miss you around here.
There, right now, that was the most natural sounding voice acting I had heard so far. How's this guy doing?
Hi, any news?
Things have been humdrum around here lately. I haven't had much to do.
Okay. Is my letter here yet? Oh my god. Okay, so, nope, no letter. Let's go sell the house, because there's no way I'm gonna... Oh, watch this, you just walk up to the guy.
I must sell my house.
You are fortunate to own such a fine piece
Really?
of property. I like this property, and I'm willing to pay top dollar. Will you accept $850 in cash for your house?
It's Joey from the English version of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes, we have a deal.
Congratulations. Property values are at a premium.
I don't know why I
You've
just did all
conducted
that.
a crime
I don't know why I sold my
It sounds like
house,
your house is
and,
gone, but you'll always have the memories.
Here are the keys. Mr. Quayle will come by to pick up my personal belongings.
I don't know why I sold my house. I don't know why I did anything. Because that letter isn't there, and I'm not willing to wait so long. Here, I'm going to save, actually. And as you may notice, I have been saving already to try and get through this. But there's the guy. There's Leonard.
Hi, Leonard. How are you?
I've been getting some business from my post in the warehouse, Jared. What can I help you with today?
I want to buy a ticket.
You'll never find a cheaper time to travel, Jared. And there is room on the ship. The routes to California are around Cape Horn or by way of Panama. The prices are Panama route, $900. Cape route, $650. Are you interested in a ticket?
Yes.
Which route are you interested
Yes.
in, Cape Horn or Panama?
Panama,
The
please.
Panama route sounds good.
The cost
Sounds
of a trip
good.
to California by way of Panama is $900. Would you like to buy a ticket?
Yes. I want to buy a ticket.
That will be $900
Why did you have to add that?
in cash, please.
Yes. Would you like to buy a ticket? Yes. I want to buy a ticket.
That is all the money I have.
Thanks, Jared. Here's your ticket. I hope you strike it rich.
All right. Check my mail again, and also got to get mosquito netting, as you'll remember. Just... And remember that you can't figure out one of the puzzles later on unless you get this letter. This letter is a necessary part of progressing in the game. So it's not like I'm sitting here just, you know, I want to get this letter, because I obviously can complete all this stuff before. But that letter has pieces in it that are necessary to figuring out stuff later. Weren't you just outside?
Is there something I can do for you?
I think I want to buy something.
Good. What are you interested in?
How about mosquito net?
I want to buy the mosquito net.
Your account balance is adequate. I'll charge your account.
I gotta go. See ya.
Alright, so I have basically everything I need. I could just leave right now, but I need that letter. I cannot get on that boat unless I have the letter. Still not there. And I gotta type in the name of my save every single time. Okay. I'm going to take a ring around the town here. I wonder if it doesn't count the time walking. Here we go. Let's go look at the scenery here. And to be honest, I actually kind of like the scenery in some of these areas. It does look very nice. I guess they decided to make him clipping instead of raking.
This man is neighborly enough, but he's forever working around the house.
Have you heard about the rumors of gold in California?
I've heard talk about gold, but so far it's all talk. But anyway, I don't think I could leave my house and friends.
Makes sense to me. I don't even know why I'm doing it. It's not like I've gotten a letter from my brother telling me that he's found gold. Now here's the other part. If I don't get on the boat, it can actually leave without me. At least that's what I remember. Oh boy. Like the original version, maybe this game is a little more forgiving, but the original version was not. It was very unforgiving. There's no letter still. It was very unforgiving in how it handled stuff. Which is actually one of the problems I had with it. So if all I know, this is definitely a improvement. Let's go look down here. Hey look, it's a ferry.
Stationed here at the gate is a man whose job is to guide the huge ferries into the dock.
Hello. When is the next ferry due?
Hi, Jared. I haven't had any ferries to guide into the dock today. The ferry only comes to Brooklyn when the stage company requests it.
I gotta go. See ya.
Boy, I hope that letter is there soon. Eventually, I'm going to have to actually, leave. Oh, let's try this.
Next to the trough is a water pump.
Oh, it doesn't let you use the pump. I always thought that was a funny little thing they added in beforehand. Oh my goodness, there it is. Okay, let's do this.
What can I do for you?
Could you please check my mailbox for me?
Let me check. I'll be right back.
Yeah. We already know that.
Good news, Jared. You have a letter.
Whoopee!
He places the letter on the counter. The envelope is tattered from traveling across the continent. There's no return address, but there is a... The envelope is tattered from... The envelope is tattered from...
January 25th, 1848. Jared, this letter is of great importance, as you will find. I live in the area drained by the American River. Today, I buried Pa in the nearby cemetery. Only you will understand.
Pa, not Paul,
Come
in
here
case.
quickly.
It's a paw.
Farewell, Jake. P.S. Bring family photo from home so
Got
I
it.
know it's you.
The envelope is tattered from... You peel back a corner of the stamp and find a gold flake. Jake has found gold. The envelope is tattered.
Okay.
The envelope is tattered from traveling across the continent. This gold flake is proof. Jake has discovered gold.
Okay. Remember I could also look at the postmark?
The envelope is tattered from traveling across the continent. There's no return address. The envelope is tattered from... The envelope is...
Okay. Let me try... let's try this. Maybe they made it a little different, because sometimes you can...
What can I do?
I gotta...
Okay, nothing.
This gold flake is proof. Jake...
Okay, so let's just head up there. Let's get out of here. If I ever figure out... Odd. And you will remember there are random deaths. So, let us save again. Panama! Alright, resuming game. And now I have this ticket that I'm going to give to somebody. And it's going to work. How about we give it to... Okay, maybe it's somebody else. I'm standing here on the boat. Hi, anybody? Nope, not that guy. Hello? I kind of like being able to do show ticket. Can I type? Okay, I'll just wait until somebody goes by. How about you, Captain? Do you want my ticket? Oh, thank goodness.
My name is Jared Wilson. I'll be going to California with you.
Welcome aboard the Seafarer. It is my hope that my crew, my vessel, and myself will be of service to you.
Alright. There we go. Well, I guess I got everything that I needed. So let's get this show on the road. No music. Odd. I thought there was music. Right? Wasn't there music? Dun, 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 dun. Ah! There we go. There's the grocery kid. What are you doing out of work? It ain't anywhere near the end of the day yet. Get your butt into that place. You gotta sell some veggies to somebody. Make sure they don't die while going down the Cape Horn route. Actually, fruit was the Cape Horn route, which I got today anyway. I was trying to kill time.
The Panama route, since it is in most cases the most expensive route, generally attracts the slightly more sophisticated passenger. But the jungle has no respect for sophistication, only surprises. Some of these people haven't seen a hard day's work in their entire lives, save chopping that firewood for Mother. But nonetheless, it has become the route taken by New York brokers, Philadelphia lawyers, Boston bankers, and big city doctors. The captain advises the passengers that it will take approximately 2 to 3 weeks to get to the Rio Chagres.
At least he's pronouncing stuff right.
There is
Rio
one
Chagres.
main advantage of this route over the Cape Horn route. It normally takes less time than the Cape Horn route, getting you to that California gold as soon as possible.
Woohoo!
That is, if everything goes right. You are taking a big chance on catching a ride on the Pacific side of the isthmus. You must also contend with the Panamanian jungle.
Let's do it.
As you travel farther south, the humidity continues to rise. In the distance, you get your first glimpse of the Panamanian coastline. It is a wall of green, rising abruptly from a beautiful blue sea. There are a few coral islands and reefs that your captain meticulously maneuvers around. The scenery is changing. It's just as difficult to walk across the isthmus today as it was for Balboa centuries ago.
Nice.
Near the mouth of the Rio Chagres are ancient Spanish, Scottish, and English forts, now in ruins. The most famous of these is Fort San Lorenzo. Hidden by the dense jungle are many more that are now invisible. Other cities and fortresses which once flourished are now overgrown and hidden. No one knows where they are. Ships arriving
wonder
from
how
all
often they
over the
find
world
those things,
are
or
not
if,
allowed to
you know.
dock on the Caribbean side of the isthmus. Ships must anchor offshore, which results in the passengers having to pay exorbitant prices to native business people for a ride to shore. You will ride to shore in 40 miles up the Rio Chagres in small wooden boats. Offshore, it is beautifully silent. The crooked river winds its way through a deep canyon with steep walls covered with thick vegetation. In the jungle, it is never silent. There is an underlying hum and rustle, and the sound of water dripping. Birds are squawking, monkeys are chattering. Things
Monkeys!
you can't see are crashing and crumbling.
Chilled monkey
The
brain.
wildlife is breathtaking. Monkeys are seen swinging in the trees. Alligators are sunning on logs.
Aw.
Jaguars stalk the shore. Flamingos, pelicans, eagles,
Jeez.
blue and white herons, and vultures dot the sky. Not to mention all the creatures you can't see that are watching you.
Man, that is
Insects are unbearable.
outrageously
They
colorful.
are not just a nuisance, they carry dreaded, deadly diseases. At times, it is necessary to get out of the boat and drag it through shallow portions of the river. You don't want to touch the jungle plants. Some of them have poisonous juice. Some have 4-inch spikes. Some
Wow.
have blades as long and sharp as swords.
That's awesome.
You
If all else
sweat
fails, you just grab one of them and start
The
whacking people with it.
temperature may only be 85 degrees Fahrenheit, but the air is saturated and perfectly still. All around you is the smell of hot, wet, rotten vegetation. You're beginning to wonder why you ever left the comforts of Brooklyn.
You're giving up too quick, you whiner. Oh yes, the natives come and rob you. Yeah, here we all are, prim and proper. Yes.
Bungo, bungo, krama zumba, umba, wa, ratsa snufagunga.
The leader of the natives said, "Give us all your valuable possessions. If you do, we will let
Wait,
you live."
the incredibly white redhead is our native guide, not the native up in the front of the
They
boat.
don't. They will kill us as dead as a mackerel. I don't think they are bluffing. Do you think we should give them our valuables?
Do you want to cooperate and hand out your items?
Well, yeah, because they'll kill me if I don't.
Hongo
Yes, we will cooperate! Yay! He sounds so excited to have his stuff
As
taken.
you empty your pockets, you daringly leave it there. The letter from your brother Jake is in your hip pocket. along with the gold flake under the stamp. You leave that there. You take everything you have and throw it onto the shore. All you have now are the tattered threads covering your bug-bitten body. Everything else you have with you is thrown onto the shore. The leader of the natives runs over to the loot lying on the shore.
Mumbo. Ah, Jumbo ya Sonagumbo. Pura Mumbo sama Ruba.
And they are happy with the items we have given them. We are free to go.
It was worth it, Harry.
Yes, the suckers just keep on falling for that.
Really? Good grief. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit... They seriously decided to make it so they aren't actually... So they're just a bunch of con artists. I'm going to guess it was their way of trying to counteract the possible claims of racism in the game or something, or cultural insecurity or whatever.
I've been traveling long and hard. It's time to rest and relax for a while. In fact, stranger, you look tired. I wish there was something I could do for you. Well, maybe there is something I can do. Here, take this book. It may be helpful to you. Go ahead, take it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It has a worn
The
black
Bible
leather
Man.
cover. The pages are edged with gold. It has a worn black leather cover. The pages are edged with gold.
And I think it just gave me points because I saw the thing in Psalms, which it doesn't actually do anything yet.
This portion of the road is very steep. Oh no, it only takes... You're on your way to the vine.
There we go. I skipped the dialogue there because I wasn't sure if it was going to kill me while the guy was talking. Because in the other game, it pauses the game while it shows you the message.
The road looks clear, so get down from here.
What the hell? Okay. Let's load. A little bit of a glitch there.
Hello.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay. Obviously a little bit of a glitch right there. I think the 3D graphics, that's what it's supposed to drop me down to a specific spot, but it didn't really do that. Let's save again.
Oh no! It can't be! Not the dreaded jungle ants. It only takes... You're on your way to the vine.
There we go. Alright, let's try this again. I think that's the problem, is the 3D graphics. It requires just a little bit more finesse. Like, everything's green here. And you'll notice there's only 2 real colors.
The road looks clear, so get down.
Okay, good. There we go. I was like, what? Is this the same path? Wow, this looks totally different. Like, I know that there is a
From here...
there should be a path in the back. Right? There.
You see nothing important here now. First, you take a good look around to see that no one is watching you. Then, you cautiously pick up the gold disc. constantly on the lookout for creepy crawlers. This solid gold disc was lost on the ancient Spanish road in Panama centuries ago. It is priceless.
Okay. Yeah, there was a little bit of an ouch thing there, but nothing really, like, it went by so quick. If you didn't know, you'd be in trouble. Okay. Swamp. This is the part that I hate. I can't control them that way, so you have to walk it. And there's no save option. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a 1 and just...
The more you struggle...
Ah! Okay. Oh, I'm walking on water now. Okay. That's looking good. And this is basically what it's going to be to get across this, is to save and...
The more you struggle,
okay,
the quicker you sink.
So right about here... Oh, look, he fell down the bottom of the screen. Oh, okay. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Could have been worse, much worse. Just make sure to save every little bit of every little bit you go. Save.
500 miles from Panama to California. There are no words to describe how overcrowded this ship is. It's so heavy that you're amazed it's still afloat.
Shoulder to shoulder, you can feel each other
Every
breathing.
Square foot of deck space is occupied by a gold seeker or his baggage.
There's a good way to describe it.
Some passengers sleep in hammocks hung in the rigging. Others sleep on the deck or on the passengers next to them.
Just gotta search for the right passenger, see if they're nice and cushy.
All hands are on deck as you approach California.
Nice!
With gold-seeking passengers on board, it is the long-awaited promised land. Everyone cheers for the captain as he guides the ship through the Golden Gate. The shoreline is covered with lush green plants. What a beautiful sight.
They didn't stop the other music, so both songs played over each other.
Across the bay and up the Sacramento River.
You haven't all out of the 118 possible. What? Don't give up. Does that mean I got 113 out of 118 points? Okay, whatever. Oh, that's showing up slowly. Here we are, folks! Oh, look, there's somebody in this town. There's one guy over there. Oh, there's another one. There we go. Okay, so you might remember that the this is the area where the stagecoach comes from, so let's go check that out. Oh look, there's people around here, but I was the only person who got off the boat.
You're right outside the stagecoach office.
Ah, they did change his voice.
You're right outside the stagecoach.
Okay, that one,
right
there's no voice there for that, so, oh, no.
You jump on board the stage bound for Sutter's Fort, and you're on your way.
I'm glad I found out it was Sutter's Fort somehow. I don't think I saw the postmark. I mean, maybe it's on the letter? I think the letter is... Is the envelope still in my pocket, or not? Alright, here's Sooter's Fort. Remains progress there, kids. I do like that he changed his voice there. You're outside of the stagecoach office. Actually, I kind of like how he did that. That sounds pretty good. Alright, let's head on in.
If this critter's supposed to be a guard, he's a poor excuse for one. Looks like he's nearly asleep. There's a guard sitting in a chair by the door.
Okay, you could have just given me one explanation or that. Just saying.
Hi, what's going on here?
Well, you look as green as grass, stranger. I imagine you just pulled into the fort. Let me give you a few pointers. You're welcome to take a tour of the fort, but there are only a few folks still hanging around here. Most folks have gone to the hills to look for gold. They're hurried off and left their belongings unattended, but you ain't gonna find nothing useful. Seems like the only things of any use these days is a gold pan, a shovel, a lantern, and a trusty mule.
He did not mention the lantern in the other one. But let's head over this way. Yeah, he didn't mention the lantern in the original. But it is a good reminder, I do need the lantern. I don't know, will he take the gold flake? I know you could use the disc, but the disc is like, you'll lose points for using that. First of all, let's, again, we're going to do things the same way I did before. Why'd you open the door? I didn't even ask you to go there. Same way I did before, by basically pretending that I don't know. Nice.
The tombstone looks like it was made in a hurry, but somehow seems unique. You must be a genius. You take the letter from your long-lost brother out of your pocket and hold it
it
up to the
automatically
tombstone.
puts it where it's supposed to be.
A cannon on a tombstone. Interesting. Psalm 23. Ain't that a bark in the Bible? Through the holes in the letter, you see these characters. R21OOM.
Okay, so now you look in the Bible.
It has a worn black leather cover. The pages are edged with gold.
You maketh me lie down in green pastures. Okay, so now let's go and head out to green pastures. Alright, we're gonna save. I do like the sound effects. The background sound effects are very nice. Objects. That's the problem. Everything looks like an object, and the meshing is just bizarre. Like, the meshing of, like, where things connect to each other. If you look at this, there's nothing here. It literally looks like they took an object, like tree object, and went right there. And it just doesn't go together well. There's certain little touches that they've missed that would have made this game just feel better. Like, the grass is here, and then all of a sudden there's a line of well, I think that's supposed to be gravel or something, and then it goes immediately into water. And it looks exactly like if somebody were to have painted, use like MS Paint. Like if I had a textured color for grass, just, you know, draw the blue water in, and then draw a line of gravel on either side, and then fill the rest in with grass. And look at this. Here's shadows over here on these, but there's none under this. At least none that I can really tell. Not in that level of detail. And I am going to pan for gold. I'm not digging, because the last thing I want to do is end up getting robbed. Okay, why am I stuck? Okay, you're seriously going to annoy me like this? There we go. Yeah, you're stuck in there. I think if you go down and over, but you could always quick travel, but yeah, you're stuck there. I thought there were people working in here beforehand. I mean, there's people working there, but in the original one, you'll remember there's somebody actually using the sawmill. And then the hotel is over here. Green pastures! Okay, yeah, dude. You don't need to get hung up on that terrain. Oh my goodness, they're pathfinding, really? Oh, okay. Right. It's one of the ones where you actually got to walk up to it.
Hello. Is room number 12 available?
That's interesting. No one asked for room 12 since we added the closet between room 11 and room 13. That reminds me, I got a message to give to the man staying in room 11.
If no one's asked
Would
for
you
it, then
deliver it
why did I not get the key for it?
Yes?
What
Yes?
room do you have reserved? Great. Hang on a second.
Wait, what room do I have reserved? Yes, great. Hang on a second. Their programming could use some work on their responses.
Here's the message. Thanks. I owe you one. By the way, I think room 11 was next to room 12.
Room 11 was next to room 12. You find that very interesting.
Okay, I've actually grown to really like this narrator's voice. Like, that is pretty awesome. Like, his original voice, he was definitely more chilled out, but all of a sudden he's like, he's really into it with that voice. But you can tell, like, there was a bit of an issue with the, like, programming. All of a sudden you're getting, like, 3 responses in one.
Sounds like someone's coming to the door.
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
I want to give you this message.
Hi. I have a message for you.
The beggar, somewhat surprised that you're bringing him a message, takes it and begins to read it. The man's face drops in some kind of emotion. He looks up from the message and says,
I gotta go. You're in my...
Yeah, I'm going to take in your room.
From here, it looks like just a decorative cannon.
Okay, well, I guess, you know, you could always walk up to
The
it.
cannon wheel is difficult to turn, but as you continue to turn the wheel, you realize that an ingeniously designed mechanism is raising the back wall in the fireplace. You might get covered with soot, but you climb into the fireplace.
All right.
You turn the wheel on the cannon and raise the back wall of the fireplace.
So let's get this very obvious ball
You
of
snatch
string.
the string off the dusty floor.
Grab the magnet.
You get the horseshoe-shaped magnet off the table.
Okay. So I can't combine them here.
There's a note on the table. You grab the note, eager to see what it might say.
Dear Jared, if you're looking for gold, then find me. Make sure no one follows you. Your brother, Jake Elias James Wilson Marshall.
Okay, so I'm gonna remember that
You open the window.
You open the window. You're gonna step back and let the bird in.
You close the window. The bird has a small capsule attached to its leg. The bird's quietly sitting in the cage.
Okay.
In very small script, you see this engraved on the capsule. For a clue to my exact location, insert proof of identification here.
Okay, well, in that case, my family photo will do.
You carefully roll up the family photo and put it in the capsule.
I just realized I gave those guys all my valuables except for the two most valuable things in my pocket. I gave them everything except for the 2 pieces of gold. That's hilarious. Yeah, I can't combine these apparently right now. Oh, that was fast. I do appreciate that going a little quicker.
Without getting your hand pecked up too badly, you get the aerogram out of the capsule.
As trusty as my mule may be, just follow him, and he'll lead you to me.
Alright.
You open the window. It's a tight fit, but you manage to crawl through the window.
Okay, let's save, because I'm not sure how sensitive this one is.
Over the railing you go.
Okay. Oh my goodness, so it's another one you gotta walk up to. Yeah, their programming could use a little fleshing out. For sure. So I gotta get his mule, so to get the mule I need to get gold. I need money. So let's go back to town and go get ourselves some a pan to go get some gold. I am happy a little bit about this fast travel thing because having to walk all the way by, that did take a few extra minutes. 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we are. Okay, so okay. Okay, there's the mules.
These animals keep...
There's the blacksmith. Let's go talk to him really quick. Let's get this all done.
Hello.
Can't you see, man, that I'm as busy as a one-armed paper hanger with an itch? If you'd excuse me, I best be getting back to my work. Hold on there, son. You ain't from the parts around, say, New York, would you be?
Yes, right.
You wouldn't be from Brooklyn, would you?
Yes, right.
Your last name ain't by chance, darn it,
Wilson.
Yeah, that's it.
And of course this whole puzzle is gone.
Shucks.
Shucks?
Jared.
That's it. And, you got a brother named, dang burn it?
Jake.
Well, I'll be. I can't believe it. Lean over here, young fella, and listen to me close. I can't be talking too loud about this kind of thing. I got a message for you, from your brother. I ain't got no notion of his whereabouts. All I got is a message. He wants you to know that in these parts, he's known as James. That's it, James. James left his trusty mule for you in the fort's main corral. He said it would help you find him. He also gave me this. Ain't got no idea what it's for.
Wait a minute, he did not...
The soot-covered blacksmith hands you a branding iron.
Okay, he did not tell me about the mule in the original version, so I'm wondering... Okay, where is... There we go.
You see nothing in...
Okay, just go then.
Hello.
Hello.
I can tell by the way you talk you're new to these parts. What can I do for you?
I want a pan.
I need a pan.
There are a few pans left, but I'm not giving them away. You're gonna have to give me some gold in one form or another if you want to take anything out of this store.
Wait a minute. Can I not buy...
Okay, I'll take that gold.
Can I not buy a lantern?
Gold pan. I wish you the best of luck.
Alright. Let's go get pan for gold. Yeah, I don't care about the ground. Okay, so... And nobody ever gave me the clue about where to pan. Oh look, there's somebody already there. Let's find some nice open areas here. Okay, let's try this. And I'm not sure how sensitive this is, but we'll see what happens.
Nothing.
Oh, great.
Nothing.
That's nice.
Nothing.
Okay, let's keep heading out a little further. Because these guys don't know what they're doing. I'm not panning right there. And there's enough foliage in the way. You know, every time there's no foliage, there's some random bloke sitting there.
Nothing.
Ah, good grief, game. Come on, be forgiving a little bit.
Nothing.
Really? Just you know, where... Good, okay.
Nothing. Nothing.
Alright.
Nothing.
Ew.
Nothing.
Good lord. Guess it's a little less forgiving on the gold gathering.
Nothing. Nothing.
Holy jeez, people.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
My god.
Nothing.
Okay, fine. I'll go into the next... I'll keep going a little bit further. I think 17 is the... Yeah. Okay, so this is the best spot. Right here. So I'm going to sit here and pan this area trying to find gold. I wonder if it's an RNG or if there's actually spots where you'll find gold.
Nothing.
This game is evil and mean.
Nothing.
Holy Toledo. Guys.
Nothing.
Okay, I'll just wander around here, hoping to hit more gold.
Nothing. Nothing.
Okay, here we are. We're just panning away. Oh, thank God. Maybe it's in the shallower areas.
Nothing.
Ah! Is it a random number or is it
Nothing.
a specific spot? What do you guys think?
Nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Nothing.
Of course. It's not like I have anything better to do than sit here and pan this area all day.
Nothing.
Panned again!
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
I wonder how much you need. I really never figured that out.
Nothing.
I just remember that in the original one, you could get the gold a little easier, and so you just go for a few minutes, and then okay, I'm gonna save here and try this area.
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, come on! Oh, thank God!
Nothing.
Okay,
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
This is a drag. This is awful.
Nothing.
What was their programming idea with this gold panning thing?
Nothing.
Because I am not understanding what their point was here.
Nothing.
This doesn't...
Nothing.
This isn't entertaining. This is just you sitting here randomly clicking and hoping and praying that it doesn't say
nothing.
That.
Nothing.
Oh my God. Come on.
Nothing.
I don't even know how much gold I need for this. So if all I know, I could need like...
Nothing.
I need to hit gold like 3 or 4 more times, which is going to take forever because this game is like stingy.
Nothing.
Ah, oh, jeez, I really hate this guy all of a sudden. Nothing.
Nothing.
God. Seriously. Which then raises the question, does the gold come back?
Nothing.
No voice acting there, by the way, on the point that you need to be in the water to pan. Oh, thank goodness. 122.
Nothing.
I think it is specific points in the water that you have to pan.
Nothing.
And here's the thing, with the swamp, I had already done a little bit of that, so I kind of knew there were a few spots.
Nothing.
But
nothing.
I'm going to try and go one more time, and then I'm going to try and get the mule.
Nothing.
Jeez.
Nothing. Nothing.
God, this game just hates its players.
Nothing.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm patient. I play Ultimate General Civil War at never speeding it up. I can play that all day and just sit there and watch my guys walk across the terrain.
Nothing.
But this is holding up the storyline immensely. To me, this is a huge failing. Is me having to sit here and pan gold
nothing
and getting nothing every single time.
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, God. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go check. I'm hoping it's only like 100 for a mule, because I'm not going to sit there and waste my time trying to pan this danged river until my eyes bleed. Like, that's not fun. This is not fun. Right here. Thank God. Okay, I feel a little safer now heading back. Maybe if I randomly do it again, maybe I'll hit something. Gold? Okay, maybe it's here. Maybe it's once per... Let's see. Maybe it is once per location. And I was just spinning my wheels. Wait, no, I got a few in one location.
Nothing.
Okay, ain't gonna sit around here too long. Let's try here. Let's try right there.
Nothing.
Okay. I ain't gonna sit there and try and figure that out. That's just not even close to being entertaining. Okay. There is one thing I want to check first, and that is, can I buy the lantern? Because you might remember in the last game, the lantern is almost necessary.
Hello? I can... What?
I need a...
You're gonna have to...
Yeah, I know about the gold. Here, have gold.
Here's my...
Okay, good. I got the lantern. That's right. I gotta go this way. And then you go... Okay, now, we save and hope and pray that we still have enough gold. Whoop! We still have enough gold to get ourselves this mule. Because I don't want to have to go out there and deal with that garbage again.
Hello?
I'm the man that watches over all these fine mules.
What, no hello?
If you're looking for a mule, this is the only place in the fort to buy one.
I want to buy a mule.
It's gonna cost you a bit of gold to get your hands on one of these beauties.
Really? Well, here's...
I want to pay with this gold.
All right.
Oh,
just
good.
take a little of that gold you got there and give you a mule.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness. It gave me the mule. Come on out, Mr. Mule.
Come on, get out of there, you lazy good-for-nothing mule.
You grab hold of the rope round the neck of the docile mule and take it away. It willingly follows you. This old mule has a hard time leading the fleas on its back. Won't take you anywhere.
I don't know why it told me that, but okay. I got the mule, so let's go and get ourselves, get this thing branded. Which was this way. Hold, no, it was the other way. It goes, yep, blacksmith right here. And then you go heat.
You put the branding iron into the depths of the coals. Comes out glowing red.
I'd like to say for the record that the,
It sizzles and stinks, but the mule takes it on all fours.
That was a fun sound effect. Okay, now we go up here.
Hold it right there, stranger. I need to get a description of that there mule you're bringing in here. Okay, it's a brown mule, a little scrawny, with, I ain't ever seen a brand like that'n. Looks like a horseshoe with a key.
If it's so rare, how would he not recognize it from the other mule that's in here with the exact same brand? Oh, wow. They're all standing dead still.
You let go of the mule. These mules look the same.
Okay, that's why you go over. Okay, that's the bell mule. Well, this makes it easy. Another bell mule.
You let go.
But that's the copyright. Well, this makes my job a lot easier. I'm glad all these mules just stand there. Okay, so it's got to be this guy up here. There he is.
You grab the rope hanging around the mule's neck and lead it away.
I don't see any rope there. Alright, well...
Let me take a look at that mule you got there. Well, it's brown and skinny, and it's got that same strange brand on it. But what's this? What are you trying to pull over on me here?
Yeah, cross my arms. What are you talking about? Every mule in this place looks exactly alike.
See ya.
Okay. So now... we save and call this one Mule as well. And then...
try that just a
smidge further out of town.
Try that. Try that.
Yeah, okay.
Try that. Try that.
Okay. What in the world was that?
Try that.
Ain't going south.
Try that. Try that. Try that.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Try that.
This was a lot more forgiving.
Try that.
Great.
Try that.
I am trying it, but you're being a pain about this.
Try.
Fine.
Try that. Try that.
All right. I'm just gonna say if I run into the place before this thing lets me follow the mule, it's gonna be really embarrassing for the people who made this.
Try that.
Because I know where this place is at.
Try.
It's at South 7. There we go. Good Lord above. Because I know it's South 7, East like 27 or something like that. Ah, there's the music. And here we are. Yeah. that was a little bit of a pain to figure out where you're supposed to follow this thing at. Okay, another one. I don't know if they meant to have it quite so different.
You recognize your brother's chests.
Can we open them and loot them?
You see nothing important here now. The rug in the center of the floor is dirty. There are specks of gold in the dirt. There's also a doormat by the front door. The table is cluttered with useless items.
Oh, that's the
matches. And you put them in your pocket.
All right. That looks like an interesting design for a Minecraft area. Okay, let's save. I wonder how bad the pixel perfect precision is. You might remember that if you didn't hit the...
Do I really have to do this?
Yeah.
Yes. Gulp.
Gulp was not the narrator. It was the guy who... it was the main character. But okay. Oh, I guess the whole place is lit up. I don't need to light up the lantern in here. You see a glimmer of something metal. It's not gold, but metal.
Your genius is showing again. You tie the string to the magnet.
And
you're full of good ideas.
Why didn't you let me do that before? You have... Okay, so...
in the door.
I'm just gonna...
so slowly and carefully, you lower the magnet down the far side of the door. Time passes slowly. It seems like an eternity. And then, you hear the magnet pick up some metal object on the far side of the door.
Why is it giving me points? I'm not doing anything. I'm literally just waiting for this guy to finish talking.
You hope not to lose whatever it is that's attached itself to the magnet. Congratulations! You pull the magnet along with a steel key through the special hole in the door. You pull the string and the magnet back through the hole in the door. You unlock both of these gargantuan locks with the steel key from the far side of the door. You light the lantern.
Okay, so here's where I'm going to save. Making it so that I cannot do certain things unless I'm in that area, I don't know if I really like that style. Because here's my problem with that. Here's my problem. If I was going to say try and do that earlier and it says, oh, nope, you can't do that, why would I assume it's going to let me do that later? And obviously, you know, they are going to let you eventually do it later, but... And I do need the pick. It's just a little thing in adventure games you got to watch out for, is that if your puzzles cannot be solved except at the exact moment where the solution is, in my opinion, it's not. It's kind of a bad design, because all of a sudden, good grief, this is a deep tunnel. Because all of a sudden your character is just kind of like, or at least your attempts at solving the problem, it kind of messes with your brain.
You see nothing important here now.
Except for the pick I was just looking at.
You eagerly grab the pick.
Anyway, because what'll eventually happen is, you know, you'll try stuff, you'll pick stuff up that obviously needs to go together, and in the end, you can't combine it, so you're like, okay, combine all this stuff, combine that, combine that, combine that. Well, none of that works. Okay, well, obviously I don't need to worry about that. And then you get to some point where all of a sudden it's like, oh, by the way, you're supposed to combine those items, and if you've already tried it and it doesn't let you do that, then it's just like, okay, you know, why would I try it again? I know that there's like a bit of an idea that, you know, I know there's probably the idea that, well, you know, maybe your character won't think about it until then, but I am the character to a certain degree. He is his own person, but technically I'm acting as his brain. So if I'm acting as his brain, I feel like, you know, I should be allowed to come up with strange ideas and try them out. And, you know, the game should let me do that. Oh yeah, I wonder if they'll let me pick.
Nothing.
Yeah, I figured as much. God. This game is mean with that gold. I just appreciate it when they let you figure things out at your own pace instead of forcing the pacing of the game. One key thing I can point out, the entire gold gathering in this game so far has been pathetic. Like, that is awful how slow that works. Like, I don't know how...
In the still darkness, you hear the faint sound of someone picking.
Yeah, I just would have preferred maybe a little bit more of a latitude on that instead of me, panning 10 times and every once in a while I'll get a little bit of gold.
Your eyes, unaccustomed to the bright light of the lanterns, take a moment to adjust.
I was carrying a lantern the whole time.
Although you're still squinting, you see a man across the mine shaft. You've followed a trail of clues left by your brother, and they've led you right here. It must be him. It's been 11 years, but there's no doubt about it. That is your brother.
Most because you're wearing the same clothes.
James? Is that you?
The man across the mine shaft stops picking and turns around. He looks you over from head to toe.
It's me, your brother Jared.
Is it really you, Jared?
It's me, Jared Wilson.
I can't believe it. It's really you. I just can't believe it. Let me get a good look at you, Jared. I still can't believe it's really you. You're looking good, Jared.
Well, I'm looking okay, considering everything I've been through to get here. But I'm wondering about you, James. How are you doing? And what have you been doing for the last 11 years?
That's a long story. I'll tell you all about it sometime. But right now, you and I have work to do. I'm closing in on the finest and purest vein of gold in all of California. And
as I remember, it's right in this area.
Let's get to work, James. Hey, James, look at this.
That looks strange.
Huh.
I wonder what's going on here. Keep on going, Jared.
Is that an image attached onto the wall? I'm sorry.
Keep on going, Jared.
Oh, I see what they're going for there. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my, look at that.
Keep swinging that pick, Jared. It's almost big enough to get through.
My heart is pounding, James. What do you think is behind it?
I don't know, Jared, but my knees are getting weak.
With great anticipation, you crawl through the hole into the underground cavern. For a moment, you and James stand in awe of what you found. The silence is broken only by echoes of the splashing stream winding through the cavern. The light of the lantern reflects a golden glimmer all around you. This must be a dream.
What we found here isn't fool's gold. This is gold. Pure gold.
Courage, commitment, and perseverance have made your dream come true. Infinitely beyond your highest hopes or aspirations. Thank you for playing. Who knows what'll happen in the future?
Could have gotten another, 51 points? Eh. Well, there it is. That is Gold Rush Anniversary. Okay, so, my review. Oh, boy. There's parts of it I do appreciate a little more. I kind of appreciate how some of the stuff goes just a little bit quicker. But there's a lot of it that goes a lot slower. Finding that letter took way too long. Getting the letter to show up in your mailbox, that took way too long. There is no possible way that a new player is going to decide to keep looking in that post office for that long. I managed to sell my house, to empty my savings account, I managed to quit my job and go through everything I needed to do before that letter even showed up. And even then, it still forced me to walk around the town a little bit. So there's no way that I would, that I think that was okay. I think they should have figured out a little bit better pacing on that. They need to lower that timer down a lot. Other things. The graphics, they're 3D, but as I said before, they're kind of boring. And I know there's a lot of the color is still there, but it doesn't just, as I mentioned before, it doesn't pop. It doesn't jump out at you. Watch the EGA version I've made, and like the EGA version of the game, I made a video of that, and you'll notice something about the graphics, it really just catches you. Everything seems alive and lively and bright. In this one, everything seems washed. It seems like, and I know it's more of like, it's more realistic, but if you're playing an adventure game, I just feel like the graphics need to be colorful. Look at the King's Quest games, the Space Quest games, especially later on in the Space Quest series, like 4, 5, and 6. Even 3 is a good example. And you'll notice that they have a lot of areas with a lot of color. And it just makes it that much more interesting to explore. Whereas in this one, the areas were just, in a lot of senses, it was dull. The 3D graphics would have been better if they had worked a little bit harder to mesh the objects together. So you have a tree and it sticks into the ground, but there's no... Okay, when you look at a tree and it coming out of the ground, you'll notice the grass grows up into certain areas, and there's dirt, there's knot holes. It's not like perfectly clean and smooth. Whereas in this one, that's exactly what it was. It was perfectly smooth all the way down to like into the ground. You could see the roots just go right into the ground. And to be honest, I think it was just boring overall. Their graphics decisions, their display decisions, the way that the graphics appeared were just kind of dull. Some of the puzzles were taken out and made incredibly simple, like the conversing ones were made horribly boring. Like, I was getting point after point after point during a conversation because instead of trying to figure out how to make it so you had to figure out what to say or what to ask for or to talk about it, it just was like, okay, your character's going to talk about it, and all of a sudden it was completed. And so you got like 3-4 points in one go just because the puzzle completion was, you were completing several puzzles in a row. They were dialogue puzzles, and there was no real puzzle there. They just decided to give you the completion. And that's kind of... There should have been some way that they deviated, because that's the difference between an EGA, a text parser EGA game and a point-and-click game. You have to change the puzzles, because the puzzles for an EGA game, they don't transfer over to your point-and-click game. It doesn't work. A lot of the puzzles in an EGA game required you to know what to type in, and the conversations, what to ask for, what to talk about. So if you don't have that, if you don't have a way of transferring that over, then it basically dumbs down what the game originally was. So the puzzles ended up basically being... I mean, look at how many times I actually had to figure something out. I can honestly just say, there's selling the house, I guess, what you had to do in the original place, and plus getting the mosquito netting. But then it was just like, talk to the guy and he gives you the Bible, grab the vine, walk around the right path to get the gold disc, make sure you don't hit the random spots in the swamp, and then, get the coach, which was a little hidden area on the building that you had to use. Mostly anything you had to combine in your inventory, it was the one thing, tie the string around the magnet, and you couldn't even do that until you're standing right in front of the door. So if you had thought of trying to do that before, it would have been like, oh, well, I can't combine them, so maybe there's something else. And then you get to the door, and and if you had thought about it, great, But if you had already tried it beforehand, why would the game allow you to do it now? I'm not a huge fan of that style, and I think that they could have done a better job of updating it. And that's what I would have liked. I think overall that's what this game could have progressed from, is updating puzzles, adding stuff to build onto the original game. You don't want to make an exact transfer over, which I appreciate that they wanted to do that, but look at Space Quest 1, EGA, and then VGA. Puzzles are slightly different between the two. Ways of doing things are different between the two. So they could have changed it in areas and updated the puzzles and added a few extra puzzles and solutions just to kind of mix it up. And that way it would have been a little better for for the point and click interface. Voice acting, just wow, man. I appreciate your effort, but it was really bad. Like, I'm sorry. It was... Some of the characters weren't bad. Some of the characters were okay. The blacksmith came out pretty good. Characters here and there. And it was mostly the secondary characters. But every time the main character opened his mouth, it was the most forced, the worst voice acting I have heard in a long time right outside Space Quest 2. The Space Quest 2 remake. And the Space Quest 2 remake was pretty stinking bad. I don't think there was a single voice there that I didn't get the feeling. Okay, so look up some of the worst voice acting moments in gaming, and you'll notice there was this spot where they were doing this voice moment in, I think it was Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and the person's voice, and the person's talking, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden you hear this, oh man, I don't think I did that, let's redo it. That's kind of how bad Space Quest 2 Remake was. It was awful. The main character sounded nothing like he should. I don't know what they were thinking with that. This wasn't that bad, because at least the secondary characters were okay. But this main character was bad. They needed to figure out a way to not make him sound like he was jumping with gusto at every single thing he said. He needed to sound more natural. He needed to try and almost kind of work with the other voice actors a little better. Because one person would say something, and then he'd respond to it in a way that just, if I was talking to him, I would have been like, what are you on? Like, it just isn't natural. It wasn't natural. It didn't flow right. And I'm sorry to the creators that I am kind of ripping your game a new one right now. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate that you wanted to create a remake of the game, and I appreciate that there was a lot of effort that obviously went into this to make it to put it into 3D graphics, to do your voice acting and stuff like that. But it just, you need to play through your own game, and you need to polish the programming in areas where, like, for some reason, some doors I have to use the hand icon on, and other ones I don't. The voices, you know, hi. How are you? You're the best employee we've got. You know, it sounded like voice act. It sounded like dialogue from The Room. Oh, hello. This is my favorite store. You're my favorite customer. Hello, doggy. Bye-bye. You know, it didn't flow very well. Programming in areas included like movement, getting stuck in trees, stuff like that. Not doing the fast travel in some areas. And then all of a sudden he's like talking about the ground because I clicked to do fast travel or something. And it just, it needed a lot more polish. Just a lot more polish. Basically, this looks like an unfinished game to me. It looks unfinished. So, I appreciate the effort, but if you're going to do this, you've got to be like Blizzard, where they polish and polish and polish and polish until the game looks great. Release images so that people can give you their opinion. Make sure you play through it a few times. Give it some playthroughs until you can kind of tell that the game isn't going to have quite the weird glitches and problems that it does. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this one. Thank you all for dropping by and checking it out. What did you think? Did you think this was... What did you think of my opinion of it? Do you have your own opinion of this remake? Give me your thoughts. I do respond to people who comment because I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, which is kind of nice. So if people do comment, I can respond to you, and I'll definitely check and see what you have to say. So please let me know. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more, please subscribe. I will be posting more adventure games, more strategy games, and a lot more of these games that I really enjoy. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. And again, thank you all for dropping by, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.